Welcome to the Lost Lowdown, podcast number 86, with your hosts, Claude and Justin.
What's up, guys?
We're back with the third podcast in our commentary series, covering episode 104. So join us as we go on a walkabout.
I think I'll go on a walkabout and find out what it's all about. Can't hurt to try. Use your legs to rock it wide. Take a ride to the other side.
All right, so these commentary podcasts have been pretty interesting, Justin. Considering it's fun to go back and see everything now that we've seen the whole series, but it's interesting because there's stuff you forget, not only in the episodes but just from what you've seen from later seasons.
Right.
So it's an interesting mix. So it's like it gives us a chance to sort of have a different a new kind of perspective on when we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I haven't really, since Lost ended, I haven't really watched it besides these commentaries. So this is basically my first rewatch since the series is over. So I also have now that I know what the point of the show is, I have a different point of view on a lot of this stuff. Even than I did before the last episode. Because we did the pilot commentary right before the last episode.
Yeah, totally.
And before I knew where I was going, I didn't really know what their big conclusion was going to be. And so anyway, it's been interesting to see, really a lot of the setup for the things that pay off at the end is in season one.
Totally.
So it's interesting to see that stuff, fresh and very, it's totally unfamiliar. I forget when things happened. For example, I didn't remember that the Marshal died in the last episode. I kind of thought he was around a little longer, 6 or 7 episodes. But he's gone fast,
Yeah, totally.
He didn't really get to do anything but kind of lay around and die.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've gone through all of season one.
Yeah.
I think the last time I went through all of season one, definitely a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's true. I think I stopped including season one in my rewatches because
after season 4, I think I didn't go back that far.
Yeah, it just didn't seem very relevant at a certain point, and because in a way it's not, but plot wise it really isn't. I think before season 3, we did a rewatch and did our retrospectives. And before season 4, I believe I did watch 1, 2, and 3. But I think that's the last time that I actually watched season 1 all the way through. And that was a long time ago. I've seen, individual episodes and, pieces of things. But so, yeah, it's weird to see all this old stuff. The show really was kind of different back then.
Yeah, it had a different pacing and feel, and it was different.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be starting up here shortly. Justin, you want to go down our list of plugs?
Yes. So if you enjoy this podcast, you want to give us some feedback or something, we've got many ways to contact us. We have a Twitter account, which is just The Lost Lowdown. There's a blog page, thelostlowdown.com. There's forum, which is tll.net. And there's one more thing, isn't there? Yes, email. It is lostlowdown@gmail.com.
Nice. All right, well, definitely give us a shout-out if you want to give us a shout-out.
Yes. Shout us out.
It's just that simple.
I would particularly recommend the forum.
Yes, the forum is definitely a good place to post up and get some other Lost Lowdowners to comment.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do a little 5-second countdown, and we can all press play on go.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll do 3, 2, 1, go. Maybe that's better.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
That's Jack's eye. Not Jack's eye.
That's not
eye.
Jack. Yeah, season 1 had that whole eye thing going.
Mm-hmm.
They keep that up for a while. We're just going to start on the eye.
So we're back to the plane crash.
There's
right
the shot they
afterwards.
reused at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the crash blew Locke's shoes off.
Yeah, apparently.
Which I never really thought about, but that's kind of strange.
You know, I think I remember thinking about why his shoe was off, and I think I just remember thinking, well, because how do they show his toe wiggling?
They want to show his toe wiggling, yeah. But I think the crash did blow Christian's shoes off as well, so.
People don't fasten their laces tightly enough on this show, apparently. Shoes are getting blown off left and right.
It's true. Uh-oh. Another mysterious rustling.
Uh-oh, what is it?
What is it this time? Smoke monster again?
Vincent's barking's going to really help.
No. Shut up, Vincent.
You hear that person in the background? What is he barking at?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Nice one.
Ouch. He did see Sawyer in there, like, yesterday. So.
Yeah, totally. I mean, he's saying what the audience is thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. He got his whole stash
Sawyer
from
just
in
called
there.
the audience a jackass.
Mm-hmm. He did. How dare you suspect me? I know I was in there yesterday, but... Jack's flashlight looks really inadequate.
Yeah.
Like, really little.
Not the size of the flashlight, it's the direction it's pointing. Well, whatever it is, I hope it's not a boar.
Me too. That'll be the scariest thing in the world.
Yeah. That's a great...
It's
That's a great line. Shed some light on this thing.
Yeah.
Larry did have a lot bigger flashlight.
He really did. His was a reasonable one. I think they freak out a little too much about the boar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the boar's not going to come in and kill them all.
Well, they are fairly dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I just keep thinking about the behind the scenes in this episode. They talked about how docile the boar were. How they could, like, barely get them to run.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, so Locke comes in, and I guess that's a sign he's going to be important here. We did leave the last episode on him, so now we're going to find out what's up. So that's another thing that's kind of interesting about these old episodes. Like, it starts off with that thing of Locke waking up in the crash, but, like, this whole intro, Locke's not even involved much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's this whole setup about the boars coming in.
Yeah, I think it's really tying to his, when they start doing the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Because it's setting up, you know. I was just thinking they, you know, how, of course, everything in the especially in season 1, but these early episodes, just they're very, very simple problems they're dealing with. Like, okay, we need to bury the bodies.
Yeah.
You know.
And the island's moving.
And the island's moving.
And there's a barrier around the island.
And there's a barrier.
A lot of
shit. He doesn't want people to come.
Yeah.
So he's not inviting.
But, you know, that was good enough, I guess. They won't. Sorry to spoil your fun. Oh, Saeed fixing things.
Now this shot, this is to me like classic Lost. Like
Yeah.
Saeed working on a gadget,
Mhm.
people in the background, like moving props.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
You know, and then somebody saunters up to talk about, you know, some mission or some problem.
Yep.
It's great.
It is, yeah. They got a lot of mileage out of scenes like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, there must be, but we never find out what that power source is.
Well, doesn't he just mean the radio tower? Like, doesn't he just mean? Because isn't that what he's trying to track down? Is where the broadcast is coming from?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Well,
that's so weird because that should be like an obviously true statement for anybody. But now that we, you know, from what we know about Kate, you go, well,
yeah,
maybe not because of what she done did.
right.
Come on, Michael, he got the dog back for you. Don't you want to?
He did.
Probably being unusually aggressive.
Mhm. Early Sawyer was like that.
Mhm.
Wow. God, Sawyer's stash.
We got a long time before that's done with.
I know. He so didn't care about hoarding things.
No, he got over that.
But yeah, you know, the people in the background, like, that is something that I think, you know, once they kill all them off, like, the show has a very different scale to it.
Mhm.
Because they have to, like, not just worry about themselves, but about everyone else. That's a nice intro, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a knife at him.
Well, that's Jack and Locke meeting for the first time.
Yep.
So now, okay, this is where my memory gets fuzzy. Does he know what the hell he's talking about or not? What do we end up finding out with his hunting prowess? Like, isn't that kind of
It's kind of confusing. Like, my impression is that he's done a lot of reading about hunting because he wanted to go on the Walkabout, but he hasn't necessarily, and I guess he did do some hunting with his dad.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
But I don't think he necessarily knows as much about hunting as he comes off.
Is he? I feel like he's pulling an Ernst, you know.
Yes, I think he is pulling an Ernst. It's a great speech, though. And the slow push into him is really nice.
Mm-hmm. You know, if he's going to do the same thing, it reminds me of that, you know, when he shows Helen those knives.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
A little different reaction from her.
It was.
So this is another great beginning of a scene, like close in on Locke. You don't know where he is.
Mhm. And they started off with Hurley saying, "Who is this guy?"
Mhm.
Randy Nations. God, we saw him in the afterlife.
Yeah, we did.
He was still an ass. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that was good. The first fake
and that's
out.
what I like, because he calls him Colonel, and what you get from that is, okay, he's not a colonel, but was he a colonel? Like, you still don't know exactly what's going on
It's
there.
true.
Like, maybe he used to be a colonel, and,
And now he's forced to work this lame office job.
Yeah, exactly.
Very true. Yeah.
Good question. Ooh, wow. He got to the heart of her character. Wow.
Yeah.
That was, damn, that hurt.
Well, I will have an episode called Born to Run, so... Weird line, because in the previous episode she was eating bacon.
Yeah,
like
totally.
That's a really fast continuity error, or she's just lying, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she's lying.
But it's such a quippy thing. Like, it seems weird for her to be wrong.
Mhm. Oh gosh, she so understands you.
I know.
Oh, Michael, she totally understands you, buddy. Oh.
I really just don't think that's enough if she didn't know English.
Doesn't that make you feel better, Walt, your dad playing with your new friends?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. He must not look from Sun. You know, this season is full of Sun giving Michael looks like that. Or Sun giving Michael looks like that. That comes to nothing.
Yeah, they were definitely setting something up that they just never went with.
Mhm.
The closest thing they did was that one little mobisode with the two of them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of what they ended up doing with Michael.
Mhm.
Because I don't think that was planned, because the wall thing wasn't really planned either.
By the way, Jack, that's your sister.
I know. And your dad's body was on the plane. FYI.
Keep hope alive, Rose.
She's going to the bitter end.
There's no such thing as false hope. I don't know, Shannon. You tell me.
It's a lot to convey in 4 letters.
Mhm.
Oh, God, they get a whole subplot out of this.
Mhm.
Her bullshit, I can survive on my own.
Yeah, but getting people to take care of me.
But she does actually care that, Boone actually believe her.
Could you set that lock? Is that the prove you knew what you were talking about? He's enjoying this so much. What's the opposite of
really
washing dishes? He wants to do that.
Yes, yes. He's happy in the early days.
Mhm. Just drugs. Yeah. About. Mm. Whole country full of fishermen out in England. Man, look at all the stuff they have to deal with.
Yeah. A lot of work in the early days.
Yeah.
Putting wood together. What's Jack worried about inhaling? Like, why was he wearing that face mask?
I don't know, human remains.
Oh, human remains. Okay.
No, there's probably like insulation and all kinds of parts for the plane that fumes maybe and all that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work. It's a lot of weird crap lying around. Don't worry, Rose. You're destined to be there forever.
Mhm. Your cancer is going into remission as we speak.
It is.
Do we find out everybody's seat number on the plane, or at least those significant characters?
I don't think everybody, but I think a good number of them.
Okay.
But I think they actually get it like messed up a few times.
Oh, continuity problems, you mean?
Yeah. Like with the various times they show the plane, like people's seats aren't exactly the same.
Like, does everyone have a seat that's from the number, like 23, from the numbers?
Yeah. I don't think everybody gets a number, but I think it's like like maybe 4 or 5 of them get numbers.
Okay.
Wrestling in the bushes. Still close, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, see, that's what they can get away with in that shot. Just visually say we're close because he said that whole thing that I did before.
Good point.
Otherwise, he'd have to like whisper that whole thing to them now. Though. When the boys are close, they score the trees with us.
Maybe we should have worked out what the signals meant before we went out here.
I don't think the boy listened to his signal.
Oh, they're still not doing the flashback noise.
No.
So I think this is where we find out what the Colonel business was about.
Yeah. Right on cue. He likes playing games. He's had other jobs where he's played games.
You're right.
On foot.
Ooh,
Love
the
that.
clue.
It's a total big clue. No, you tortured me, Randy. He's right.
Yeah, it is.
We'll never hear that line again.
Mm-hmm.
See, that makes it seem like he was remembering what we just saw, the
Yeah, it
flashback or
does.
something.
Yeah.
We can get that boar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's got a crazy look in his eye.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a Randy.
Oh, so Charlie gets Hurley to do it.
Uh-huh. Nobody does their own work.
They really should be talking to Jen about fishing.
Mm-hmm. They'll learn that pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, like, Hurley's giving advice, but we just set up that he doesn't know how to do this. Why is Hurley giving advice? He doesn't know how to do it. So weird. Somehow it works.
It does.
Oh, they're bonding.
They are.
Saeed on those wires. What are you doing, Saeed? You did. And even when you get her back, you'll never have her back.
Yeah. Not even sure if you're going to want her back.
Yeah.
And they're still sitting there.
Still sitting there.
Damn, Jack.
Jack always keeps his promises.
Mm-hmm. I'll just point out this is yet another sitting down on the beach talking scene.
Mm-hmm. Tell it, Rose.
All right, Locke. Oh God, this is really pathetic.
They had him go. I mean, they painted him pretty low, before to really contrast the guy on the island.
Yeah, it's extreme, and it is there from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, when someone you're paying tells you like,
yeah,
stop paying me, I don't want to talk to you anymore. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, he's actually telling this fake Helen that he told Randy off, and he basically just like muttered under his breath, like it's just it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a lot of levels going on here.
Yeah,
of sadness.
And he's trying to like invite her on a trip, and it's like, oh God, really, Locke?
Problem solved.
Why are you talking to me?
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm trying to remember what happens to this plan.
Oh yeah. So many failed plans.
So many.
She is climbing trees, though.
He scaled that tree pretty fast.
Yeah.
Here comes the boar. It's a big boar.
Oh, he's fine. He's a candidate. And so are you.
Exactly. You're all fine. Until you're not.
Right.
Okay, this is a big moment.
It is.
This is a for the series in general. This is a similar moment that is never fully explained.
It's so true. Yeah, I wish Man in Black had said something about
Smokey's first POV.
Like when I first saw Locke, blah blah blah. But we never really get any more about this.
Yeah, and Locke is never specific about what he saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wondered about that for so many seasons before I gave up caring.
These reunion at the beach scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So many. Oh, somebody's back. Who is it this time? Shut down.
Ooh.
He's evil incarnate, son.
Wow.
Not yet, but he will be. Somehow.
Right.
Is that a red snapper?
I don't know. It looks weird. But I guess fish look weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Charlie, it wasn't about you at all.
Yeah, you catch that? He's left, and he's like, wait a minute.
They just completely ignored him.
Yeah, totally. Wow, we've been sitting for 5 hours.
I know. Jack spends almost this whole episode sitting there.
Maybe there's some stretching of time or something.
Yeah.
Or contracting of time.
Not really. Set up.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So here's the next big seminal moment.
It is. It is. Now this
and that's kind of interesting because this is coming. It's just coming directly after the Man in Black, Smokey, seeing Locke.
Seeing Locke. Yeah, that's true.
And then now he appears to Jack.
Yeah.
So that seems like some sort of connection in thought and a thought process.
You're right. It does.
Goodness, Kate.
Wow, Kate.
Yeah.
Totally unnecessary.
Why are they lying about that?
Who knows? Oh, I think they... Wait, hold on. What were they lying about?
They're lying about trying to track down the transmission? Oh, because they don't want people to know that somebody's been stuck there for 16 years?
Yes. I think they never told them about that because they don't want to take away their hope.
Yeah, this is just a long series of secrets that they make up, that they create for themselves. And even here, when Kate is apologizing for that little transceiver or whatever breaking, like she didn't tell them something scared her in the jungle, something
Right.
like, something crazy.
Yeah.
But now she's telling Jack.
It's not a thing. It's a who.
He takes kindly offense to being called it.
Does. And it is so not done with Locke.
Not by a long shot.
Ooh.
I just noticed Christian's wearing white shoes after Labor Day. I'm like, what the hell?
It is after Labor Day. How gauche.
Smokey's fashion sense is a little,
Oh, wow. He was right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
So, yeah, we've never seen Christian before at this point, so we have no idea who that guy is.
That's true. That's true. When I originally saw it, I thought it was really scary because I had no idea who the guy
Definitely
was.
comes up scary.
Yeah. And it's one of those long shots where you can't really see him that well.
Mm-hmm. Because we go to the afterlife with our loved ones.
So true. You're literally right, Claire. Oh, Charlie, still using the heroin.
Yep.
Even during the funeral.
He comes up at the end. Now he can enjoy it more.
Yeah. So much better now.
So 23C, that was somebody next to Jack.
Yeah. It is a long row, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like 2 aisles, right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
3. I think it's 2 aisles and a middle section.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Damn you, Locke.
He doesn't want to share his secret. It's his destiny, no one else's.
I guess so.
What a bold thing to say. I just love that coming into like some professional person's like place where they do a certain the thing you want to do for a living and go, I probably know more about this than you, doctor.
Except walking.
Why does he think he's supposed to do this? Just because he wants to do it?
Well, Abaddon told him to go on the Walkabout. So it was planted in his mind, but it does kind of seem like he just fixated on it as something that would benefit him, and so
something that was going to change his life.
Yeah, it's going to change his life. Yeah. But then he realizes, no, the island is my destiny.
So the big reveal that he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, of course. Classic rock scene right there.
And then this walking is, pretty powerful. Little scene here.
Yeah. As far as like self-contained episodes, this is probably one of the strongest, just because it's so good at getting to this punchline.
Yeah, and getting this miracle in the midst of the chaos.
Yeah.
Everyone else is running around with it crazy, and he's having this moment. Yeah.
And it's also telling us, other stuff that was going on when, during the pilot. And it's plausible. I actually believe that.
And it makes us totally reevaluate all the stuff we saw of him this episode,
That's right.
All the hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
Burn, wheelchair, burn.
I shall never use thee again.
Nice. Lost.
Wow. Boom.
That's how you end an episode, ladies and gentlemen.
See, but the funny thing is, to me, about these old Lost episodes, again, is not that much happened. A boar came, they went on a boar hunt, there was a lot of talking, Shannon got Charlie to catch a fish, Jack
it's
talked
all character,
Rose. It is.
As they say, it's all about the character.
It is. They aren't lying.
They're not.
I have to believe them now. But yeah, it's just later seasons, they would never get away with that little plot in one episode. But it works. I guess, partially because we don't really know the characters yet, so, you can spend time.
Well, yeah, there is an obvious balance there. I mean, later in a show, you'll know the characters more, so they're not necessarily doing as much character stuff.
Yeah.
And they can just put the characters in situations, and you can see how they react.
Exactly.
But Walkabout, yeah, I mean, it's a great episode, classic Lost episode, and definitely one of the best of season 1.
It is. Yeah, I agree. Very good. And I'll also note that they continue the trend by having, Christian appear to Jack. They set up the next episode. So they've been pretty consistent so far about kind of, doing the work to set up the next thing coming. Keeping the mystery going. So you go, okay, well, now I need to watch the next episode to figure out what that guy with the white shoes was all about. Exactly. Yeah, now I know what's up with Locke, and so after ending on him, so now, they also set up that Jack, became a doctor because it was the family thing. So it's okay, Jack, what's your deal? Someone tells me we'll find out in the next episode. I think we will. But yeah, it's it's definitely good stuff, but it's so, there's really even though there's those seminal little bits of Christian and of the smoke monster, running into Locke, there's very little about the island and the mystery and all that stuff. It's largely just little character scenes. Yeah, totally. It's interesting when they have they can take the time to just have two characters hang out all day and talk. Yeah. That's almost all Jack did. He just kind of hung around. He's the hero, but he just kind of sat there. He didn't have anything to do. I mean, Locke led the hunting effort. That's true. That was the only major expedition. Kate had the secondary plan of putting the transceiver up in the tree, which failed. Note to Saeed, don't trust Kate, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he was, and he had everyone else clearing out the fuselage. So yeah, he actually had some free time. The doctor had a day off.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the other thing. Like, there's quite a lot in the episode that's not about Locke.
Mhm.
You know, there's a whole thing with the whole long conversation with Jack and Rose. There's the plot with Boone and Shannon. There's the thing with Charlie and Hurley. There's Claire getting the stuff together for the service thing. Like, there's, you know, it's that's another thing about season 1. Like, it was much more like, it spread out the time more. I feel like when the show, later on in the show, when they focused on a character, it was really like totally with that character more.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely,
Oh, and the Saeed and Kate stuff as well.
Mhm. They had a lot of those little subplots and the little, cross interactions between characters and these like little things that just kind of build up over time.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, that little thing with Kate. Like, she comes back, like we were talking about before. She comes back with the transceiver broken, and it's just interesting how she doesn't tell Saeed what she tells Jack 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
And you can see that there's different levels of trust already.
You're right. They're keeping the secret about the transmission, but then she's not telling everyone about the the monster going to get Locke.
Yeah. Interesting.
It is. That does happen a lot. I mean, in general, like, it's a thing on the show. They don't really share that much information with each other.
Mhm. Too convenient that way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, well, we'll be back next time with White Rabbit.
Yes, can't wait. So much like classic stuff in season 1. It's ridiculous.
Mhm. Maybe some of the most classic stuff.
Probably.
Maybe. Just maybe. Well, until next time, guys, thanks and namaste.
Namaste and good luck.